Why don't you tell me about what's next for you? After Wild Ride comes out,
Oh,
what projects are
Always
on the
Kiss
horizon?
Me Goodnight is my next book. I'm hoping to finish it before fall. It's my version of The Turn of the Screw. It's about a woman whose ex-husband sends her to this house in the middle of the wilds of southern Ohio, and there actually are wilds in southern Ohio, to take care of these two kids in a house that turns out to be haunted, and I am having the best time with it. It's just so much fun.
Oh, is it going to be a solo project?
Yes.
It
Yes.
is. And are we looking at more of a traditional romance, or?
Well, it's, how do you describe this? One of the big relationships is there's a little girl here. There are two kids, one's a 12-year-old boy and one's this 8-year-old girl. And the heroine is not really, she's my heroine, she's not maternal. But one of the things she has to do is to connect to these kids. And so one of the main relationships is the one she develops with this 8-year-old girl who's kind of a ghoul. I mean, in the last 3 years of her life, everybody she knows has died. So she's obsessed with the corpse bride, and she can also see the ghosts. So she has a very close relationship with death. And Emmy's trying to bring her back to normality in her non-sympathetic, could we just be real here? And she connects with Alice. So that's a big part of it. A big part of it is her battling the ghosts. But then a lot of it is her ex-husband then shows up. She calls and says, we have ghosts. It's like we have rats. Can you get rid of them? And he comes up, and then she has to reestablish that relationship with him. And they're a great couple. I really like them. So there's, it's, I'm not sure any of my books are solely romances, because the subplots and the other things, but the romance is a huge part of it. But I think the relationship that, Emmy battling the ghosts for Alice's soul and that kind of thing, although in a funny, lighthearted way. I'm so glad I don't have to describe my own books. That's what St. Martin's Marketing does. It's here, you sell it.
Well, at this point in your career, I don't think there's a whole lot of hand selling going on. I think whenever you have something
they have
come
to
out.
describe it. What's it about? I don't know. It's in Ohio, There's no dog this time. What? Maybe I should put a dog in. And kids.
A lot of times, your heroines actually, like you said, they're not very maternal, and a lot of times they don't want kids.
They don't want kids.
Men,
right?
Perfectly happy. No
right.
kids.
Well, I think there are a lot of people who don't want kids. Kids are wonderful. I have a kid. But there are times you just think, this is my life and I'm very happy with it. So they're like, Cal and Min didn't. And I don't think Emmy did, but she meets Carter and Alice, and they're people. She doesn't ever have the, oh, I wish I had a baby, moment. That just misses her. But she gets this 8-year-old and 12-year-old, and they need help. And she's been a teacher, and she's used to helping kids, and she just connects to them, and then it becomes so much more. It's her first. She connects to Alice and Carter first, and because of that, then she can connect to North. So it's part of that. But they're just. I think she probably at the end of this would still say, "I don't want kids, but I want Alice and Carter." It's that. They're such people to her, and they need her so much, and she needs them too. They give her quite a bit.